Hi guys, welcome to my channel Foliage. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So today I will be sharing a rare variety of a plant. Now you will be very surprised when I'm going to tell you what the ID of this plant is. Now this is none other than Syngonium chiaipens. Now you must be very surprised that how come a Syngonium has leaves like this. Now this is a rare variety of Syngonium, very unusual looking plant, nothing that looks or resembles like our regular Syngoniums. We all know how our arrowhead Syngoniums tend to look like, but yes, this is also a variety of Syngonium. It also tends to trail. You will be able to see a lot of these nodes over here. Now this is how you can propagate from here by cutting them like this, just beneath the node. So now let's quickly talk about the care requirements of this plant. Now this plant will do very well in indirect bright light. You can also grow it indoor. It works as a very good indoor plant because you can see the leaves are very dark in color. As we know, any plant that has darker leaves will do very well in indirect bright light as well as little minimum light as well, but do not keep it in a dark place. But if you're putting it outdoors, ensure that it is in an indirect bright light and it doesn't come in contact with direct sunlight. Otherwise the leaves will get burned and the color of the leaves will also start to turn lighter in color. If you are going to give indirect bright light or slightly low light, the leaves will start turning darker in color. Now it is a climbing plant. Now the growing of this, because it is an epiphyte, it will start to grow on a wall or it will grow onto a pole. So if you are growing it indoor, do not keep it very close to the wall. Otherwise the roots will get attached onto the wall, and then when you're trying to take the plant away from the wall, it will peel out the paint. So you have to ensure that it is kept slightly away from the wall. Otherwise they tend to latch onto the wall as well. The best thing what you can do is you can use a moss pole, a coir pole, or you can even make the rope pole that I have shown you in the other video. You can even try that because it will start growing onto it. Because in nature, most of the Syngoniums, they are epiphytes. They tend to latch onto the other trees and they start growing, or whatever they get, they start growing onto it. Talking about the soil requirement, it has to be loose, porous and well draining. I have used the same soil what I use for my other plants, and it has to be organic rich. So ensure that the soil is organic rich. Now, during winters, do not add any fertilizers. Now pest attack is not much of an issue, but it's always better to do a routine check once a week or once in 2 weeks. The pot size can go with anything. You can go for a 5-inch pot. Anything above 5-inch will do quite well, and along with the pole stick, then it will completely hang on to the pole and it will start growing on the pole. So you can try that as well. Now talking about the watering, ensure that you water when 50% of the soil is dry, or when you poke your finger you feel that around 3 to 4 inches of the top layer of the soil is dry. You can go ahead and water it. Do not keep them sitting in soggy wet soil, otherwise there will be root rot. And talking about propagation, as I said, it's pretty simple. You will find the nodes. You can separate it via nodes. You can even do a root division, but I think this is going to be much easy, because if you're going to do a root division, you'll have to take out the plant from the pot, which will disturb the roots. So it's always better, as you can see over here, these are the nodes. So just below this, you can give it a cut and then either put it in water, or you can put it in leca, or you can put it in soil. So it's pretty easy. You can try all three methods. The same methods that I've shown you for pothos, you can go for the same method as well. But it's an extremely beautiful plant. As you can see, the color, the foliage of this plant is absolutely beautiful. It is a rare plant, can be slightly expensive. So if you want to get this, and if you want to grow something in your balcony or in indoor, you can try this plant. So now talking about, is this plant toxic? Yes, this plant is toxic because it belongs to the genus of Syngoniums, and all the Syngoniums are toxic, especially to small children and pets. If the leaves are ingested, it could lead to problems. So ensure that you keep this plant away from the reach. Apart from that, it's a very easy to grow plant. If you want to grow it indoor, you can do that. You can grow it in your balcony as well. As long as there is no direct sunlight and there is good amount of indirect bright light, it will do extremely well. So guys, I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep propagating.